You know, thanks to the YouTube recommendations, I found like my new favorite YouTuber. This jolly boy named Juve. What's such a good name? Joov. Good name. He makes these like my favorite kind of content. He makes challenge videos. Specifically, his Can't Leave series is really good, where he plays a game without leaving like a certain area of the map. And I binge watched him, and afterwards I was like inspired. I was inspired to try it myself, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, I don't have the editing skills, or the software, or the patience to make my video like half as good. I record and edit like on my PS4, and it's limiting, but the spirit of his challenges to make the most out of what little you have. So that's what I'm gonna do, or I'm gonna try to do. So, in the northernmost part of the Skyrim continent lies Solitude. In Solitude, it's by itself. It's the Empire's foothold. I got a script I wrote out a little bit. I hate reading from scripts, but I thought it would be better. It's the Empire's foothold into the icy tundra. But, northern still lies a small, unremarkable island. After seeing it, I got to thinking, can you play Skyrim without leaving this little island? That's the question. And this video right here, is the answer. Now some rules. We're playing with survival mode on legendary difficulty. AI could technically spawn in and like run straight there, and then just starve to death. Because like technically you can't really starve to death in this game. It's not a thing that happens. You can die from freezing though. If I get to like the starvation stage, I consider it like a game over though. Yeah, there's no way around that. And I wouldn't be able to cook or sleep or like anything, and that's kind of boring. So instead, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself 12 hours to prepare, just half a day, just to gather supplies and prep. That's it. We mostly need 3 things to survive in the wilderness. 3 things that are most important. We need the things to make a campfire, a little camping supply stuff, with just like logs and leather, and a fireman? Okay, a woodcutter axe to get the logs. That's top priority. That's like, if there's anything we get, that's what we need the most. Then we need some food, mostly salt. We need all the salt in the world. Then we can like make our own food. Hunt little rabbits, I assume, or whatever. Lastly, we need some warm clothes, because it be getting chilly out there. It really do be. Now, luckily for us, I have a mod installed. The only mod I ever use, just to skip the intro, because nobody got time for that. Now, our hero, Axley Wildheart. That's such a good. I love the name. I'm proud of that name. I figured the orcs have like a resist hunger and fatigue, which I thought would come in handy, like super in handy. And I never really play as an orc, so it'll be interesting. And with this mod, we get to pick where we start. I could choose a town, or even like a starting faction, or no, it's too easy. We're gonna start our challenge like any other adventurer would, by falling off a fucking mountain. So after taking our little tumble down the mountain, I gotta survey the land. We're like closest to like Dawnstar. In that area, it's super cold. I figured we'll start by going to Dawnstar, ransacking Dawnstar. We gotta check though. It's currently 8:20 a.m. 17th of last seed. So we have until what 8:20 p.m. to prep, to get supplies. I check what we got started with, just some basic clothes, no gold, and we just start running. I also did not forget to turn the difficulty to legendary. I did not forget it. We just start running. We found some meese, some mooses, and I found an imperial camp. I decided, might as well ransack the joint. I'm a rebel at heart. Let's just wreck the imperial camp. I found just some basic foods, you know, like apples and salts and things. Um, but I did find some gear. I found a good sword, and I tried kicking it around to like steal it, but I forgot I could just pick stuff up. Forgot that was a thing. I could have sworn when you pick stuff up like that, that counted as stealing. But I did the same thing for a helmet and a shield. We got some new gear, and we're looking good. So that was the first like hour and a half of our journey, and yeah, it was not too bad. Not the greatest, not too bad. I pushed on to Dawnstar, and I, you know, arrived at the grand city of Dawnstar, and there's not fucking anything here. I looked all over. I looked for the important things we needed: fireman axe, logs, and you know, couldn't find anything. I found some like bits of food here and there,
Yes.
in the barrels and things. Nothing really going though. So I decide, you know, we'll go Morthal. Morthal is like the next closest place. So we'll go there. We'll check out Morthal and see what we can find. Another hour and a half like gone. This sucks. But the journey there was pretty tame. I ran into Mamik?
Maik wishes you
Malik? Malik? The liar? I always run into him. He's always around. I always see him. It's insane. I run into him. I run into a pack of wolves, but I did stealthily avoid them. It's very, very skill. And I got... I also found some like abandoned house, and I found our first bits of gold. Nothing else really, just some gold. It'd come in handy maybe though. Finally got out of the iciness and into the little swampiness area, and we're almost to Morthal. We arrive in Morthal at like 12:30ish, so what, like 7.5 hours, something around there. I come in immediately, start accidentally lumbering. I'm just doing their work, and for free, might I add. They don't pay me for this. I didn't even mean to. So I decided to start robbing. I just went to the random houses and just started snatching and grabbing. Then I turned, and then I started getting seen. I turned around. I get a little jump scared. The fucking lady just peeking over. Again, not much here. I thought at first, just some bits and pieces, some foods and things. In the end though, oh my god, I found an enchanted axe of sparks. That's gonna come in handy for sure. I start snatching books too, which seems like might not be that big of a thing, but they're gonna keep our sanity on the island. I swear to God. And I bought some salt, so I'm not just stealing. I'm also adding to their economy a little bit. I notice I'm rapidly running out of time, and decided I'm gonna hit up Solitude. On the way out of town, though, I see someone cutting wood, and then I finally find a woodsman's axe on the wall. So I start, you know, chopping up some logs, and now we need a forge, which apparently Morthal doesn't have a forge. At least I couldn't find one. So we make our way to Solitude. It's night taking the sights. It's not that far away. I like the bay area with the ships, the trading company, and oh, it's just pretty. So inside Solitude, apparently someone's getting executed. Who cares? I'm picking flowers. I'm just chilling, and I use this opportunity to everybody's busy watching this, so I go over to the blacksmith, and I break in. You know what it is. You know what it. Actually, Wildheart, you know what it is. I get in. I'm snatching and grabbing. I'm stealing stuff. But I do come back outside at the forge. I make my camping supplies that I need. So that's like the most important thing taken care of. Like we're good. And I also get some more bits and pieces here and there, whatever. And I'm back inside stealing. And at some point, somebody, okay, listen. I'm not that stealthiest person. They spotted me. Like shocker, I know. Stealing right in front of them, they spotted me. But since they already seen me, I just started snatching and grabbing everything. Got a bow, got some good bits of arrows and some poisons, and just I'm taking everything. Everything not nailed down, I'm taking.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
And I try to make a great escape. It does not go well. Until I started jumping up on buildings, on the roofs and shit, and I'm like acrobatic. But we do make an escape. I tried to break into the warehouse, the trading company warehouse, but it was locked. There was a guard there, so I just had to like swim. I just had to get the hell out of there. And it went rapidly wrong. I still had a couple hours though to prep. Can't really go back to Solitude. There's no really time to go back to Morthal or Dawnstar. So I thought maybe I could just peek around in the dungeon or in something. I just anything. I don't have good supplies. I don't have enough. So the sun began to set on our preparation time, and I got some more little alchemy things, some flowers and mushrooms and things. I don't know how handy they're gonna come in, but we got them. I find a pirate ship, and I think at first maybe they're friendly, but they're not. They're not. I get scared and just run off. I'm not strong enough to fight a pirate. I find a lighthouse though, Solitude Lighthouse. I go in and the guy is just like terrified of me. He hates me. Maybe he's racist. I don't know. And so I start snatching and grabbing. You know how it be. And I can't. And he starts fighting me. I start trying to fight him back. And it's not going well. Legendary difficulty. I'm level 1. And so I got the bright idea. Let's lead him back to the pirates. Maybe they'll fight each other. And sure enough, they do. He is fucking angry. And pirates, they're also angry. I'm just kind of just sitting here watching the show, the free show. Maybe grab a little things here and there off the pirate ship. And he's killing people. And I'm taking their bots. I'm taking the stuff off their bodies. We finally get some fur armor, which is like good for warmth. And I realize now that I should have started with survival mode on. I figured I'd wait till I got to the island to turn it on. But it doesn't tell you the warmth rating of stuff. And I just now realized that, and that would have been nice to have on. I got some armor though. I got some scimitar, which is like my favorite sword. I love those things. And then finally the guy, he finally chills out. I don't know what his deal was. He just had the bloodthirst, and he's calm now. He's chill. We're out of time though. Basically, we're all out of time. Luckily though, right next to the island. So we're just gonna go to the island and start the challenge. So we finally made it to the island, to our home for the foreseeable future. And first things first, I set up the camp. I set up camp, got a little stool, a little fireplace, a little place to lay our heads at night. It's nice, very nice. I turned on survival mode, and I was immediately over capacity. I forgot about the limited carry capacity, so I feel like I kind of cheated by not starting with survival mode on. I just thought it'd be less annoying dealing with like food and stuff in the prep time, but I wouldn't have been able to carry as much. I forgot, so I cheated a little bit, but whatever. And I went through all of our loot. We got our enchanted axe, scimitar, some other various weapons. Not a lot of like clothing. But we got a lot of food. A lot of food. Got some books, some alchemy ingredients for. We can't make any potions, but we got it. If I want to start chowing down on some flowers and stuff, if it gets desperate. And then I cooked what I could. Just a little bit of meat, a little bit of salt. That's all you need. Very simple. I dumped all my trash, and then realized I can't have all this in the camp. So there's a little island off of our island that I turned to trash island. Just trash island, threw all the trash out there. And then I surveyed the land, looked around our little island. It's kind of dark, it's nighttime. I found a nern root. I didn't pick it. I like the sound that they make. It's and it's pretty and it glows. I left that there. Then I just went to bed to get ready for proper day 1. It's day 1 proper now, and I spent my morning just sitting by the fire, relaxing, and reading some books. I read Horker's Attack. For the longest time I thought it was Honkers. And I thought but it's Horker Attacks, and it's really good. Got little illustrations. Apparently Horkers are resistant to ice magic, which is, makes sense. Deadly foes, these fucking things. So, then I just looked around since it was like daylight, and, it was a good thing I read the book, because I see Horkers off in the distance, and encroaching on our territory. Then I cooked some more food, the rest of the food I had, and ate a little bit. I read, All the Wind is Real, which is like a guy saying all the wind is not Akatosh. They're different types of dragons or whatever. And it looks like it's written by like an orc who's never written before. It said he's never written a book before, so it's like a weird, funny like um funny things he wrote. Then I read Fall from Glory, which is really interesting. Like apparently someone has infiltrated the Thieves Guild to like a journalist to document its downfall over the years, and I don't know how recent this book is, but is someone in the fucking Thieves Guild right now that's a spy? I need to investigate this more. And then I got bored of reading, and I just started stacking bricks on Trash Island, and I did that for longer than I care to admit, and then I just called it a day. A good day. Boring day one, but I had fun. So day two started with a bang, to say the least. All of my thieving has caught up to me, very quickly, I might add. I thought, I could take these guys, easy, I'm a fucking strong orc, actually wild heart, I got this. But I'm on legendary difficulty. I learned from Juve that these two-handed boys are not to be messed with. And I got taken out very quickly. I gave it another go, and it still didn't quite pan out. And I decided I couldn't fight these guys. I just can't. So let's I got an idea. Lead them to the Horkers, and we let them try to get a little. They fight each other, and then I hit the third party. Fortnite tactics. That also did not quite work out in my favor. Yeah, twice it didn't. And so I would go back to the drawing board maybe. I tried a few more times, and they're strong. I'm level 1, what do you expect? I tried my damnedest. And finally I was like, I think I might give up. I think the challenge is done, so I sat down, I ate, and was gonna greet my death. But I was like, no, actually, Wild Heart would not go out like that. I had to get up and try one more time. It didn't work out again. And I was really ready to give up, because this was like a few hours of trying. I even like stood up on a cliff and just kind of just waited. Maybe they'd go away. They didn't go away. You can't run from your problems. You can't sleep them out. You can't wait them out. I also thought maybe since they didn't like aggro before they talk to you, maybe I could just run around the island forever and they never could like catch up to me to talk.
We're here to teach you a lesson.
And no, I can't do that. I managed to pickpocket one of them because I wanted to see who put out this contract. And and then I looked and it was the Imperial Quartermaster. Like, who even are you? You don't even have a name. Putting out a hit on me, bitch. What do you mean? Oh, but I try a few more because I'm resilient, and I die, and I keep trying, I die, and I get on a pretty good like streak. They're so tanky. I get on like a really good streak, and I think I even kill one of them, and then a Horker kills me. So great. And then I was on the perfect run, and I was doing well. I had to retreat a little bit. I noticed I was getting hurt. I retreated. I ended up on this like iceberg type thing, and they were falling into the water. The Horkers followed us too, and we were snatching and grabbing and killing everything. I killed one of them, and I immediately looted them. So I wanted to get their armor right away. I had to drop a bunch of my stuff, including my bow, and some other stuff that didn't really matter. But the bow was kind of important. And we got that though. Kill another one. Kill them all. We fucking murder them all. We do it. We actually do it. After days of trying. Well, 2 days, I think. But we did it. We fucking did it. So I go back to camp and just, celebrate, eat some beef, and chill. That was one of the most fun fights, and I hate that I had to, like, cut so much out of it. But I couldn't, relax too long, because the Horker did, invade me a little bit. I figured I needed to go pick up my, stuff anyway, that I could, like, left on the dead bods. And, so I run back, and I'm trying to get to the body. I fall in the water, I almost freeze to death. And, then the body just kind of, like, drifted off to sea. And, the Horkers swarm on me a bit, and so I go back to camp. And I guess we lose our bow. And whatever else I dropped. It wasn't, like, that important. But a bow is just nice. Now I don't have any kind of, like, ranged weaponry. But, we got some new armor and stuff. I guess it was worth it. A good trade. But before we get into that, the Horkers invade. The whole Horker army has come to our camp and has invaded our lands. And I was gonna, I thought about just like hiding, maybe they'd go away. But I should have learned from the hired thugs that doesn't work like that. Because I waited and they didn't go away. They didn't. So I was like, you know what, fuck that. Actually, Wildheart doesn't run from shit anymore. We're fighting these Horkers. And we started fighting them, and we started swinging on them, and we started winning. We started winning, taking them out 1, 2, 3, oh. When the dust settled, we killed like four honkers. And I took their tusks as trophies, and I displayed them on my bed. And they're gonna sleep with them. They're shiny, and I like them. And we got 2 levels up in the whole process. This whole long ordeal. Again, this just adds to this was another fight. This one in the bandits I put together, and it was one great fight of my life. I slept to get my levels up, and I put a point in restoration. I figured healing never gonna hurt. And then I did something I haven't done in all of my 12 years of Skyrim. I put a point in the block. Never done that before, but I thought blocking some damage, more damage, would be nice. Mostly because my armor's mismatched, so I didn't really know what armor to get, like, level up, And then we just sat down. We sat down and rested. We deserve a rest, honestly. We're gonna rest and call it a day, too. Jesus Christ. So, this was gonna be the part of the video where I skip ahead a little bit. It's day 8. I skip ahead to, just because it's been kind of boring. I've just been, like, sitting here, eating when I need to, and I sleep. And, I've still been building my blocks. I've used all the blocks besides a couple. And, I was going to skip ahead. Because there's just a lot of waiting around, and the challenge is kind of completed, because there's nothing left really to do. And I was going to just, like, sit here and wait till my food ran out, and just see how long I could survive. And maybe read a book in real life, and like review it, do like a little in real life section, and as I had big plans for the outro bit, but the good old depression hit me with the little side of insomnia, and now I have no energy or motivation, and I kind of I've already spent a week editing this video and recording and stuff. I don't want to spend another week and a half doing more for this one video. So I'm just gonna put this out. I put too much effort not to put it out, so I'm just gonna put it out, and hopefully you like it. And can you play Skyrim without leaving this island? Without leaving an island, being stranded on a deserted island? Not really. Kind of. Had I not have stolen things, that whole best fight of my life never would have happened. And I would have fought the Horkers eventually, but yeah, not really. There's not a lot to do. You can do it, but yeah, it's not really that great. But actually, Wildheart, I've kind of grown fond of you. Why are you turning around when I'm talking? I've kind of grown fond of you. I kind of want to. God damn it! I want to play more with actually Wildheart, and some more Legendary, because I've never played Legendary before. I tried one time, I got killed by a mud crab and assumed it was impossible, and I stopped. I stopped playing after that, and I never tried again. I kind of wanted to play more. If you want to see actually Wildheart return some legendary, my first real legendary playthrough, let me know. I can stream it maybe. Yeah, let me. Oh! No! Happy created ink.